Felice, it's the 25th anniversary.
Isn't that crazy?
I know. You don't look 25 years older.
Thank you. You don't look 25 years older either.
Well, that's kind of what that's what I was fishing for, but
We've got a lot to be proud of.
it's a special night. My best friend Christy was 26 years old when she was diagnosed with brain cancer, and she lived for 5 years. She died when she was 31, and it changed my life. It sent me on a path that I never ever dreamt that I would be taking. And the beauty of it was that because of Christy's experience and the things that she and I had talked about, when I heard about Gilda's Club, the question always was, would this have helped Christy? And so she was always kind of the impetus to keep moving forward, because the answer usually was yes.
What I found was there was a lot of teaching to do, that this idea of emotional and social support for anyone impacted by cancer makes plenty of sense now, and everybody goes, well, of course. But back in 1998, that was a foreign concept to almost everybody.
Way ahead of the curve. Those early days were really fun. I mean, we were learning, and it was intense, and it was hard, and we needed a lot of laughter to balance all that out.
It was you and me and Elaine.
Elaine. We called us it was a stool, a three-legged stool, and we each had our individual skills. And Elaine was the one with the master's in business and was the person we kind of needed to put all the business things together while she was paying attention to the program and I was out and about more within the community. You know, the small but mighty staff that we had was, they were always up for the latest practical joke, which was helpful.
Yeah. So one of my biggest moments, I think, was when the Institute of Medicine report came out, Cancer for the Whole Patient, which was in about 2008, and it highlighted, it was actual empirical evidence finally that highlighted that psychosocial support was essential for people living with cancer, which again, these days we all kind of go, well, duh, but back in that day, it was a huge turning point in the medical world particularly, that it's basically the message was you can't treat people without both of those components. And so medical facilities really considered us their partners, which made all the difference in the world. And it really validated and verified what it was that we were doing. And so that was a huge turning point and a huge pivotal moment. And then the reality of seeing people come and come back again and bring their friends and their family and talk about it in chemo and treatment rooms.
We had doctors and nurses and other professionals within the healthcare industry that were saying, we need Gilda's now.
What makes Gilda's Club unique is listening to members. We would listen to our members and we would really listen to what they wanted and what the gaps were, and then work to fill those gaps. That's part of what really kept us growing and kept us unique, and really still continues to do the same today.
Yeah.
I think our relationship was so incredibly special, and it built into a friendship and a camaraderie and just a lot of respect and trust.
There was such a passion, a real passion for the mission. I think people could tell that that was always our focus, and then again there was always this respect and then the laughter that we could share with each other in the midst of sometimes very difficult days.
And there was laughter coming out of group rooms.
Exactly.
I think the mission is still very integral, but as 25 years have passed, and there are these new, innovative, wonderful ways for people to build community over a screen, which I never thought could happen, but before I retired, I had a year of watching that in action, and it works. And so my hope is that, you know, mission in the middle and still these new, innovative ways of connecting people to each other and making sure that people are getting what they need, and also identifying the gaps.
And I would have said the exact same thing. The main thrust of moving forward is how do we do that, and how do we best meet the needs of people with cancer, their families and friends.